Imagine being just 9 years old and finding yourself face to face with pure terror. One moment, you're walking home from school, and the next, a stranger forces his way into your house, turning your life into a nightmare. This is the story of Jeannette Tamayo, a young girl whose quick thinking and bravery not only saved her life, but also brought her kidnapper to justice. How did she outsmart a dangerous man and escape against all odds? Watch this video until the end to uncover every gripping detail of Jeannette's incredible journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more inspiring stories like this. A brave 9-year-old girl who faced something no child should ever have to go through. Jeannette was just like any other kid, smart, kind, and full of dreams about her future. She loved her family deeply, and her life in San Jose, California was as normal as could be. But one afternoon in June 2003, her world turned upside down. It was a regular school day, and Jeannette was walking home, her backpack bouncing on her shoulders. She had no idea that someone was watching her, following her. It was a man, a stranger with dark intentions.
As soon as I stepped inside and walked into my room, I noticed that my window was broken, like somebody had shattered it, and so that made me feel like something's wrong, something's a little off.
The moment Jeannette stepped into her house, everything changed. The man forced his way inside, his presence overwhelming and terrifying. What followed was a nightmare that no child, no family should ever face. But Jeannette, even at just 9 years old, was no ordinary girl. She would soon prove that she had something extraordinary, an unshakable calm under pressure, a sharp mind that worked even in the scariest moments, and a courage that would help her survive the unimaginable. This is her story. Just imagine you're just a 9-year-old kid, going about your day, when suddenly your whole world flips upside down. That's exactly what happened to Jeannette Tamayo in 2003. Living in San Jose, California, Jeannette was just a regular little girl. But one day, she found herself in the middle of a nightmare no child or anyone should ever have to face.
He started to rape me. I was trying to get away. I started kicking him. He kept grabbing me, but I couldn't do anything, and I was just scared. And as soon as he was doing what he was doing to me, I started to cry. I was in pain, I was scared, and it was just the most horrific feeling I could have felt.
She was abducted, snatched away from her family, and thrown into a terrifying situation. But here's where Jeannette's story becomes truly remarkable. Despite being so young, she didn't let fear consume her. Instead, she used her wits and stayed calm, showing a level of bravery and determination that's nothing short of inspiring. What Jeannette did next is a lesson in courage. Her quick thinking and refusal to give up became her strongest weapons. And it's not just her survival that stands out, it's how she turned the tables on her captor that will leave you speechless. Watch this video until the end as we unravel this incredible story of resilience and hope. It was June 6th, 2003, and Jeannette was coming home from school, just like any other day. But as she entered her house, a man followed her inside. He was a stranger, but he didn't hesitate. He attacked her mother and brother when they arrived home, beating them badly. Then, with terrifying force, he handcuffed Jeannette and shoved her into a box in the back seat of his car.
I just remember sliding down and laying there and looking up at the ceiling of the car and just thinking to myself, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna die.
As Jeannette's parents desperately searched for her, the police were doing everything they could. Most child kidnappings are not as violent, and thankfully, only a tiny fraction of these cases end in murder. Experts say that when a kidnapper means to kill, it usually happens within the first few hours. But Jeannette wasn't just any victim. She wasn't going to give up that easily. The man took Jeannette to a house where he locked her in a bedroom. For 2 days, he threatened her life and abused her. But despite the horror she was facing, Jeannette didn't panic. Instead, she kept her head clear. knowing she couldn't overpower him. So, she decided to use her mind to outsmart him. "I had to get his trust," Jeannette said later. And that's exactly what she did. Rather than staying silent or frozen with fear, Jeannette spoke to her abductor. She treated him like a normal person, and bit by bit, she began to gain his trust. It wasn't easy. Every part of her wanted to fight back, to punch him and scream. But she knew she had to stay calm, and that's how she got him to loosen his grip.
Cousin was talking to me through the news. She was saying, "Jeannette, if you can hear us, just know that. Be strong, girl. We're looking for you." She was like, "Just don't give up." That gave me hope. That gave me the strength. Either I'm going to fight to get out of here.
Soon, her captor trusted her enough to remove her handcuffs.
I realized that if I moved the latch one way and pressed that button, the handcuffs would release.
He even let her walk around the house freely. Jeannette didn't waste this opportunity. She talked about her family, her dreams for the future, and even her love for life. Slowly, she made him see her as a real person, someone he couldn't just hurt. Then something happened that gave her another idea. While watching TV, Jeannette heard a story about tests for asthma. She realized this could be her way out. Without missing a beat, she told her abductor that she had asthma and would die without her medicine. Whether it was her convincing story or something else, something shifted. The man seemed to believe her. He didn't want her to die in his care, so just days after kidnapping her, he dropped Jeannette off on a random street corner and let her go. Shaking and scared, Jeannette immediately ran to the nearest place she could find help. Police arrived quickly and rushed her to safety, but Jeannette wasn't done yet. She had been paying attention, remembering every twist and turn as her abductor drove her around. She led the officers back to his house where they found him trying to flee. Thanks to Jeannette's bravery and her sharp memory, police arrested David Montiel Cruz, the man responsible for her abduction. Jeannette's testimony helped convict him, and he was sentenced to more than 100 years in prison. Despite the horrible trauma she had endured, Jeannette's story is one of courage, quick thinking, and the will to survive. Her ability to outsmart her captor and remain calm under the worst of circumstances is nothing short of extraordinary. Even after everything, Jeannette showed the world that no matter how dark things may seem, hope and strength can still shine through. And that wraps up Jeannette Tamayo's extraordinary journey, a tale of unshakable courage, sharp instincts, and sheer determination in the face of unimaginable fear. A 9-year-old girl was thrust into a horrifying situation that would shake even the bravest adult. But Jeannette didn't crumble under the weight of terror. Instead, she stayed composed, thought on her feet, and turned her bravery into action. Not only did she survive, but she also ensured her captor faced justice. Her story is a powerful reminder of the strength we can find within ourselves, even in the darkest moments. Jeannette's resilience is a lesson for us all, proof that even the smallest among us can be heroes. Her story is a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the darkest and most terrifying moments, there's always a way to fight back, to survive, and to change the outcome. Jeannette's courage didn't just save her life, it became a powerful example of what true strength looks like. Despite being just a child, she showed the world that bravery doesn't come with age or size. It's in the heart, the mind, and the will to keep going. Jeannette's actions turned her into an unlikely hero, proving that even the youngest among us can inspire and leave a lasting mark on the world. If this story moved you or taught you something about the power of resilience, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs to hear this incredible tale, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful and inspiring stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.